lost the game. We didn't play good enough really on defense at all. We were poor. We weren't competitive in pass coverage. Their quarterback was outstanding. He's a great player. They got great skill players, and we weren't competitive enough. And then offensively, we just had some moments there where we did some good things, but we didn't capitalize on any takeaways. We got a takeaway on defense or a stop, we wouldn't score, have a turnover. We got to be better off each other, and we didn't do that today. So it starts with us as coaches. I thought our special teams played good enough today, though. I thought they were positive, but when you play against a talented outfit, you got to play better, and you got to be better in critical situations. So coaches starts with us. We got to be better, putting our guys in better spots. And our players have to execute, make plays, and it's all together as one. So we'll keep progressing through and see what happens next.
Thank you, Dennis.
Billy, I know you're obviously disappointed, but big picture-wise, you finished the regular season 8-4. If someone had told you when you took the job you would finish the regular season 8-4 and ranked 20th in the nation, what would you have said?
Thought you'd be crazy. No, I mean, just where we started from, we had a lot of things we had to fix. And, you know, as it progressed, I felt more and more comfortable. I really did. And these guys, the players, bought in. More importantly, we played hard today. We kept fighting. That's a culture that we've created. That last year it's 56 to 17, and you know, kept fighting, kept competing. We could have folded, and we didn't. We just got to keep getting better. You know, I think that's really the progress that we've had, and I'm just proud of going 8-4. But I know there's more in us. That's the competitor in you. That's the fire in you that you got to keep finding as a coach.
For you and for Tyler, you know, I know obviously you guys probably have to sit through tomorrow. Do you think you have done enough to earn a spot in the playoffs?
I think so, no question about it. You play in a great league. Monmouth beat Villanova. You can play that game all day. New Hampshire was a really good team on the road that we had beat, and they beat us late in the game. We lost the game, but those are two competitive games against two competitive opponents. You know, lost to Villanova that, you know, they ended up beating us late. They were top 5 in the country, so our losses are all against quality opponents. Beat some really quality opponents as well, and you know, I think we're a really good outfit. I know that for sure, and I know if we keep playing, we can prove that to people.
Thank you. You guys have a question, Coach?
Yeah, so not many long drives from either team today.
No.
Was there any urgency at any point to slow the game down and try to hold their momentum?
Well, the problem is if we're really good at playing fast. That's how we scored a lot of points this year. So we're going to play to how we play. You know, obviously we tried to run the ball at times and we couldn't get any yardage. It was kind of dry. It was just we had some big plays with Rowan at spurts, but it wasn't consistent enough for us to really run. We had to throw the ball to win it this game, in my humble opinion. So, but no, not at all.
And their quarterback, Derek Robinson, had, you know, close to 400 yards in the first half, 3 touchdowns, and finished with over 500. What was the secondary just unable to figure out about their passing game?
Well, they got a lot of quality players. He's a quality quarterback, man. He's really, really good. He's very talented. I've coached in this league. He's one of the best passers I've seen in this league. I mean, in a long time. He's very accurate. So I just didn't think our corners especially weren't good in man coverage, even off coverage. We weren't competitive enough. We weren't tracking the ball. Their guys made plays. So it's really just players. Sometimes we gotta help them out, put them in better spots. We also got to make plays and be more competitive.
And that trick play in the third quarter with Josiah and Des Williams, what made you decide to go into your bag of tricks and try that play on?
We repped it for the past 2 weeks roughly there, Tyler.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
So we felt it was a good spot to do it. Josiah has thrown touchdown passes in his career, even at Richmond. So we wanted to create a spark there, and it was a great execution by those 2 players.
And then a couple drives later, they did the same thing to you guys. Did that catch you by surprise?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, they do have a lot of they do a lot of things on offense now. They do a lot of exotics, so they're really good on offense. I mean, they beat FIU. They put 45 on FIU as an FBS opponent, so they're really good. Jeff does a great job offensively. They're their OC, and having Derek obviously helps a lot in those skill players. So they do a nice job recruiting and evaluating.
And I have a couple for Tyler
Perfect.
as well.
So, Dennis, start with Tyler.
Tyler, same question as coach. Do you think you guys have done enough to turn a spot in the playoffs?
You know, it's hard to say. You know, I'd like to sit here and say, you know, we've done enough. You know, I'd like to believe we've done enough, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, we had 2 games at the end of the season that, you know, we just had to win 1, and you know, we didn't get it done. So, you know, ultimately, like, we had the opportunity to control our fate and we didn't. So, at the end of the day, you know, it's their choice. I feel like, you know, like Coach said, we've had some quality wins and we've lost to, you know, quality opponents that, you know, well, we had a good game in, and you know, we didn't finish it out. So, you know, I think we believe we belong in there, but at the end of the day, it's everyone's decision. So.
You guys questions for Tom?
Yeah, can you just tell me a little bit about that interception in the fourth quarter and how it happened and what was going through your head afterwards?
Yeah, it was just RPO with just post wheel over in the boundary with a little flat route, just flooding the boundary. The corner did a good job middling the post and the wheel, and he just made a play. They got good players too. At the end of the day, I thought it was open. Honestly, I'd probably throw it again if I had to look again. The kid just made a great play, and props to him, and that's all it is really.
And despite that, you still had a big game, 408 yards, 3 touchdowns. What was working for you?
They were calling good plays. The receivers were making plays for me. The O-line fought the whole game. It wasn't just me. It was 10 other people on the field, rolling blogger for me, everybody. So it wasn't just me. It was everybody else. Everybody contributing, coaches, staff. Everybody. So everyone did a good job. It wasn't just me.
Okay, and then just one more. You completed 70% of your passes today, and you've been really efficient in your attempts all season.
Mm-hmm.
What's led to that?
I think just playing within the system. Just don't do too much. Just somebody, we say IHO, is he open? If he's open, bang it. If not, go to the next guy. So I think at the end of the day, just don't pass up open receivers and just take what they give you. You don't say today was 400 yards and we didn't throw 30 deep balls. Just articulate the ball down the field, and stats and yards come. It's just play within the system and just do what you got to do to win the game.
I'll say this: he's tough, he's competitive, smart. Watches film, loves his teammates. That's another. I want to make sure I said that he's been an unbelievable addition to us. Tough, guy's gutsy, man. So just trying to make sure you heard that. Appreciate him a lot.
You guys got any more?
I got one for each of you. Tyler, I'll start with you. Last year, obviously, there was Anthony Johnson here. He was kind of like the leading receiver. But this year, it's like, I'm looking at this stat sheet. R.J. Lamar is not listed. Cole Benici is not listed. What is it like having, that's 4 plus 2, probably more?
Yeah, for sure. We definitely have more. It's next man up. Those guys do a great job competing and loving each other. And shoot, they come ready to play every practice, every game. They motivate me to be better. They motivate each other to be better. So at the end of the day, I have full faith of 1 through 8 of our receivers here. Whoever comes in, if he's got the one-on-one, I'll take it. I've got full faith in everybody. Everyone's does little things different, little things well. So just play to their strengths. They all have different strengths, and they're all great receivers and great athletes, great players, great teammates. So.
Yeah, and then Coach, a big staple of your team this year has been the defensive line, creating pressure and disrupting that opposing quarterback.
Yeah.
No sacks today, I think just 1 tackle for loss. What did you see there?
They weren't very disruptive at all. Part of it was our scheme. We played some drop 8 to keep up with those receivers a little bit with 3-man rush. But no, they really didn't show up. They did a nice job up front, number 1. We just didn't play very competitively on defense in general. That's every position, and coaches and we did not help them. So we got to be better on defense. We've been great all year, and we've really improved. But today, obviously, when you play against that type of offense, we got exposed a little bit, and we got to be better.